Hi friends, I'm still on the road, but let's talk about this week's big LGBTQ news. There's a queer town hall for Democratic candidates. The Trump administration is denying visas to queer people. The Attorney General says that schools should let kids skip lessons on gay history. And Uganda's looking at a bill to execute gay people. Again, thanks in part to Chick-fil-A. By the way, if you find these weekly debrief videos helpful, please head over to patreon.com/mattbaum to pledge your support, get some backer rewards, and join the folks who make weekly debrief happen. Big thanks to everyone who supports the show. The spouses of foreign diplomats in the U.S. must leave the country under a new policy introduced by the Trump administration. Under the new rules, those spouses can only get visas if they're married, but most of the countries that the diplomats are from don't recognize marriage equality, so they can't get married. Other countries criminalize homosexuality, so if they get married in the US, they could be arrested upon returning home. Essentially, this policy forces international queer couples to leave the country or face extreme risk. Also this week, Attorney General William Barr criticized schools that include LGBTQ content in the material in the curriculum, calling it incompatible with religious values. He said that the schools should warn parents that they're going to talk about queer topics and allow parents to pull their kids out of lessons. This is just the latest in a long line of anti-LGBTQ actions by this administration. And although Trump claims that his administration is fighting against the criminalization of homosexuality abroad, an investigation by Mother Jones this week showed that that's simply not true. Officials have taken no actions outside of a few panel discussions to help queer people facing jail time for being gay, and in fact, Ugandan officials recently signaled plans to reintroduce a bill to punish homosexuality with death. There's been a lot of back and forth over this law over the last decade, with it passing and then being overturned, and now returning yet again. That's thanks in part to activists with the National Christian Foundation, which gets funding from Chick-fil-A. So when you see people standing in line at those businesses, that's what they're standing in line to help fund. This week's action item is to support the groups fighting against criminalization in Uganda, since they can't count on support from the U.S. government. Head over to sexualminoritiesusuganda.com to donate and follow them on social media. I'll be in Chicago for another few days, and then Minneapolis. Let me know about stories that need covering at Matt Baum on Twitter and in the YouTube comments, and I'll debrief you next week.